find out why Object 140 is one of the best tanks in the game. Hello guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. So it's been a while. I made a video and I decided to make this one on the Object 140 driven by Hero on the map steps. Now you may say we had a lot of Object 140 videos, but none of them were on the map steps, and as I said in one of my previous videos, I'll try and do more of the tactics on the different maps. So that's why I'm decided to make this video with the Object 140 and basically tell you how you should play your medium tanks on the maps such as this. As you can see, the matchmaker is good to our hero here. He has only 4 tier 10 tanks, and most of those tier 10 tanks are heavy tanks and tank destroyers, so it is likely that they will be occupying the positions on the 1 and 2 line. But we can see that the IS-4 is pushing on the 0 line, so Hero will have to fight one of those tier 10s. But in Object 140, as you know, it's a very versatile tank and you can basically fight off any tank in one-on-one situations like this. Because the DPM is excellent and the mobility is excellent, and you can use this excellent tank against the enemies and basically win any engagement one-on-one. So what we see here now is Hero shooting sniping shots on the Tiger 2. He is not deciding to push on the left side because there are not a lot of friendly tanks here. There is only 2 medium tanks, the CDCs, the T-34 and the Scout. And on the other side, as we saw, there is a T-54 and the IS-4, and those are very good tanks. And you don't want to rush into a fight against that kind of armor and that kind of DPM on the T-54. Now, Object 140 is capable of taking both of those tanks one by one, but you have to be careful and not to rush in to get exposed and got shot, like he is getting shot here by the Centurion 1. So he risked some of its HP to kill the Scout in the middle. It's a good move because you don't want to get that Scout spotting on your snipers like the CDC. So we can see Hero now pushing on the tanks in the lower part and also shooting on the T-54, unfortunately bouncing on the top of the T-54. Now he's left alone against those heavies, but there is no problem for the Tiger 1 and the IS-3. They are facing sideways and he's basically hull down if you look at it from this position and cannot get shot by them. Now the tactics that you will see here is the one that you should deploy when fighting the tanks that are lower tier than you. Now there are 2 tanks in front of you, but what you should do here is now push them and be aggressive, because 2 DPM on the Object 140, as you know, is with the good crew and with all of the perks that you can get, the ventilation, the gun rammer, it can get up to 3600. Now this T-54 is ignoring him. That's a mistake by him. He is going for the autoloader, which already fired his clip, so he could have waited a little bit longer and fight against Hero. But as you saw there, Hero find a nice shot on the T-54. He has the faster reload and finishes the tier 9 medium. On the other side, we can see that the enemy heavy tanks are pushing on the friendlies, and we can see that our tank destroyers are camping in the back, so Hero needs to fight off the tanks here all by himself. A couple of shots on the Centurion unfortunately get shot in the dirt in front of him, and he wasn't able to do much damage, but sometimes, as you can see, you have to fight the RNG as well as the tanks. He's now trying to find the shots on the IS-4, and that shot was so lucky. He didn't really aim that well, and he should not penetrate that and hit the polos on the IS-4. Now when the Centurion is not looking at him, he can go up and shoot at the IS-4. So he needs to be careful. He has two tanks in front of him. He's deciding to go for the Centurion one. That's a good decision because the IS-4 from that position where he is now can only see the top of the Object 140 and cannot shoot him basically. So the tactics you saw here is playing the sniping role with the medium tank, and when the situation is, well, let's say good for you, you should push up and kill the lightly armored tanks and basically try and push the side that you're on. Now sniping on the IS-4 unfortunately doesn't find the shot. Every time the hero shoots, the Centurion comes out to shoot him, but the positioning is very good and the Centurion wasn't able to penetrate him. So the hero now decides to go from this position. He doesn't want to trade shots with the Centurion and the IS-4. The Centurion has a very good position there, and the IS-4 is, well, he is basically standing in one place, but he cannot get penetrated that easily from the position where hero was. Now he decides to go and have side shots on the IS-4. Very nice shot there in the engine. The IS-4 gets set on fire and it looks like he doesn't have the fire extinguisher and he burns totally to the death. I think that all of this damage is heroes. The full HP IS-4 falls down to the Object 140. Now he's pushing on the Centurion, and his friendly tank in the WZ is also putting some pressure. Very nice two-shot there, and the Centurion's one is dead. Very nice gameplay, team play here. And all that's left to do now is a platoon of tank destroyers. So they need to be careful. The positioning of the tank destroyers, as you can see on the map, the last known position is on the J5. If the tank destroyers have the binoculars or the coated optics, they are able to basically spot anything up to the line F. So they need to be careful and try and find the vision on the tank destroyers. Now the WZ is going to spot, and the hero is waiting for shots on the tank destroyers. They are probably in the bushes where he is looking here, and unfortunately the Object 140 has the quicker draw. He kills the WZ. The hero was able to put only one shot in the Object 704, sorry, but that's not enough. Now he has good support from two tank destroyers that are just now deciding when the game is almost finished to push forward, and from the CDC, which was backing him up when fighting against those tanks on the 0 and the 9 line. So hero is not spotted here, and that means that the 704 is no longer in that bush there, or he doesn't see him at this position, which would be very strange because he is very close. So hero decides to go forward. He is pinging the Waffenträger to come forward and shoot on the Object 704, sorry. The ISU finds a nice shot on the FV. The FV returns fire, but now he is on the long reload. So the positioning hero took here is very good. He has the shots on the FV, and as you can see, the Object 704 cannot shoot him because he's stuck on a rock. Very nice shooting here and very nice spotting on the Object 704. This was a misplay here. He got shot by the Object 704, but doesn't matter. 5 kills, that's a GG, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. As you can see, Hero had an excellent game here. He got a couple of medals like Spotter, Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect, a Steel War for bouncing more than 10 shots, a High Caliber medal, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. On the team score sheet we can see that he did over 8000 damage, 5 kills and 1336 experience. On the detailed report we can see that he fired 89 shots, of which 32 hit the target and the 23 penetrated. Now, a lot of those shots were not aimed properly, but it was enough to do 8000 damage, and remember that fire on the IS-4, he did more than 2000 damage there. All in all, it was a really nice game. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And then also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.